Hello everybody, this is going to be the quickest video ever, okay? We are still in the same unit, we are solving proportion equations, and we're translating stuff. So, the reason I'm going super quick is because the bell is going to ring in like 5 minutes, so I want to get this done before the bell rings. Okay? So if you hear a bell ringing, it's because I went too slow. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. A ratio is a comparison of two numbers. So here's an example. To bake a cake, you need 3 parts flour to 2 parts sugar. You can write it as with the word 2. You can write it with a colon. You could write it as a fraction. A proportion is an equation comparing two ratios. So if you have 3 parts flour to 2 parts sugar, and then you up it to 12 cups of flour, how many cups of sugar will you need? Okay, just so you know, 8 cups. So, example 1. We have to go ahead and solve for the x. So here's how you do it. You are actually going to go ahead and cross multiply. So you're going to multiply the numerator of one with the denominator of the other, and you're going to do it for the other numerator times the other denominator. So you get 3 times x is actually equal to 2 times 9. These cross products are always going to be equal. So that really means something. I gotta find out where I put it. Oh, here it is. That really means 3x equals 18. So now I just go ahead and solve it. Divide by 3 on both sides. So I get x equals 6, which is my final answer. Okay? Remember, if I'm going too fast, pause the video. Cross products says that if you have a over b is equal to c over d, you can go ahead and do it that way. That's the property. So, example, if 3/4 equals x over 16, 3 times 16 will be equal to 4 times x. Okay? Go ahead and try these 4 on your own. Oh, yeah, 4, even though it says 1, 2, 5, 6. Try these 4. Use cross products to figure it out, okay? Alright? Pause the video and then come back and we'll move on. Okay, so you should have answers for these 4. Alright, we will go over these 4 answers in class. If you had questions on these or you're not sure how to do it, make sure you write it down. And when I ask a question. Yeah. And also please make sure you wrote it in set builder notation. Okay, and you use your calculator to check your answer. That's like encompassing the last 3 lessons together. Okay? Now, this is dealing with it when you have to use distributive property as well. So, even if there's like a group in a denominator and a numerator, you're still going to use the cross product. So 5 times x minus 6 and 6 times 10. Okay, 6 times 10, and then you have 5 times that whole group. So you have to make sure that group is in parentheses when you multiply by it. Okay, so 6 times 10 gives you 60. 5, it's really 5 times x minus 6, which means you have to distribute. So I distribute the 5, I get 60 equals 5x minus 30. Now it's just 2 steps, so I add 30 to both sides. I get 5x equals 90, divide by 5. So I end up getting x equals 18, which is my answer. So the key concept when cross multiplying, don't forget to distribute when necessary. Okay, so now these 4, yep, there's 4, again, just ignore the 5 and the 6. Numbers, not the problems. These have groups in them, okay? So you're going to have to do the same thing. So try these 4 on your own. Don't forget to cross multiply. Write your answer in step builder notation and check your answer, okay? And then we'll go over these 4 in class, okay? So make sure you check and do step builder notation. Pause the video, do these 4. When you come back, we'll move on. Okay. So you did these 4. If you had any questions, write them down. Make sure you ask them in class. Alright, now, sorry, we're totally changing gears now. Translating expressions and equations. Alright, this page, you got a bunch of stuff on it. Okay, at the bottom is a word bank. You need to put all these words onto whatever you think they mean. Okay, do that right now, and when you come back, we will go over them. Okay, so pause the video, do it, come back. Okay, so now you should have filled this in. We're going to check them, make sure that you did it okay. So addition It actually means combine when you say to combine like terms. So you could use the word combined, add, increase by, together, more, plus, and. Pause the video so you can get them all down, and then we'll go on. Okay. Subtraction could mean subtract, difference, take away, minus, decrease by, fewer. I think that's it. Now there's also turnaround words for subtraction, which means the way it's written in words, you have to turn it around to put it into math. Okay? So when I say 4 is less than 6, that really means 6 minus 4. You have to flip it around. Or from, 4 from 6 means 6 minus 4. Okay? Those are turnaround words. Fewer than, 4 fewer than 6 means 6 minus 4. Multiplication could be per, product, multiply. Is that really it? That's it. Times, there we go. Twice. Those all mean multiply. Twice means multiply by 2. Division words, quotient, divide by, shared, ratio. There, now it fits on there. Those are all division words. Equals, were, are, is, basically all the tenses of is. And parenthesis words means that it's the group of it. So times the difference of. Difference means it's subtraction, so it's a group. It's the answer from that subtraction thing. So I got to do that group of subtraction. Twice the sum of. Again, it means a group. And plus the difference of, again, a group. Okay, so difference, sum, quotient, product, all those words means that should be in parentheses. Okay, and there's the bell. Sorry, I didn't get it done in time. I tried. Okay, let's try some examples. Example 3, write the following sentence mathematically. Twice a number times the square root of the sum of 15 and a number cubed. Okay? Alright, so twice means 2. A number is y times square root of the sum, which is a parentheses word, of 15 and that number cubed. Okay? So now I just need to put it together. It's 2 times the number, twice the number, that means 2 times, times the square root of the sum, this is the sum, of 15 and the number cubed. Okay? Alright. So, example 4, translate the mathematical sentence into words. Alright, well here we have the difference of 3y and 4. Here on the bottom we have 9. And the whole thing means I'm dividing which quotient of. So to put it all together, the quotient of the difference, which is all, whenever I say quotient, the first thing is always going to be the numerator. So the numerator is the difference of 3y and 4. And that means it's going to go on to the denominator, which is 9 and 9. Okay? So go ahead and give these a try, these two. This first one, your answers are going to differ depending on which word you used. I can't talk anymore. I'm sorry. And then the translate into mathematical symbols, that I really cannot talk. Symbols. That should be pretty accurate no matter what you guys use because the words all mean the same symbols. Okay? So we will go over these two answers in class. We will do lots of practice with it because it does take practice. Okay? So it's okay if you don't get it right away. We will do lots and lots of practice with it. Okay? And on that note, with all the screaming in the hallway, I am done. Make sure you take notes. Take notes in general. And write down any questions you have, and we will go over it in class, and I will see you then. Ote? Ote. Bye.